Are we in focus? Are my glasses so glary and so dirty? Why are you licking the floor? I haven't even been over there in ages. Sorry, sewing machine. Guys! You were just asleep for like an hour. No, I want to play. Do we say hello? Do we start with welcome? What do we do? Hello, and welcome to the Once Upon a Corgi Podcast. This is episode 83. This is a Crafty Puppy Interrupted podcast coming to you from Southern Connecticut. I'm your human host, Gabby. You can find me everywhere online as Gabagales and all my hand-dyed yarn at Once Upon a Corgi. And the pitter-patter today is Audrey and Iron, who are both acting as editors and producers while we film this. Hold on. Iron has already brought you his ball of the day. Tennis balls. Hopefully they won't be too energetic this time. We do have a Ravelry group for this podcast, the Once Upon a Corgi podcast, under the groups tab on Ravelry, and all the show notes will be down below. If you're watching this on Ravelry, it is on the YouTube link. Iron is now trying to shove the tennis ball into the camera equipment. Guy, that's not where that goes. We don't have a lot to talk about today because we are in the middle of Vlogmas, so many of my announcements that I don't have and other things are sort of going into that, and we haven't done a lot of knitting in the past week, but we have made some significant progress on some stuff. So let's just get into the nitty-gritty. Sorry, I have dog hair everywhere. Let's get into the nitty-gritty with what am I wearing? I am wearing the Find Your Fade by Andrea Mowry in a long list of colors. What are you wearing? If you cough up a hairball on my laptop, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm also wearing the Hope cardigan by Amy Christoffers, I believe, in Lana Plante Naturally Dyed Yarns. What? I have nothing for you. You just want pets? And, oh god, I'm also wearing the Coco dress by Tilly and the Buttons in Floral on black fabric, but I don't know if you can see that. What? We are going a fully comfy handmade today. We had a later start than we would have liked. I'm trying to pet you, but your son is out of control. What do you want me to tell you? I have nothing. I have nothing. So we are just going super comfy today. Is this fine? I don't know what to tell you. He just bullied you out of the way. We have some peppermint coffee today to help us get through this. And today is Friday, December 7th. We usually record on Wednesdays, but we realized that Jake every other Wednesday doesn't leave till 3 p.m. So it throws off our whole schedule. So instead of trying to go around his schedule, we just decided to try a new one. He usually works Friday mornings or is gone by 10, so then we're not eating too much into our dye time. So we'll see if we can record and edit and post on Fridays, and that way everything's up for the weekend for you. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. What? Oh, did you find another tennis ball? Can you not? These are high sharps in here. I don't want you to die. We have no new events to talk about yet. Vogue Knitting Live is in January, and we fully intend on going to that. We did come back from our trunk show at Knitty City on Saturday night, and it was such a wonderful trunk show. I will talk more about that at the end, but I just want to say a giant thank you to everybody who came and showed support and stopped and said hello and knit and hung out. So thank you so much to everybody who came out and said hello. With all those distractions aside, let's get into the knitting. What do we want? We'll do oldest to newest. So starting with the oldest, I've been putting some work into the Electric Love Shawl by Samantha Guerin Designs. I have now started the lace section. So you do the lace section 4 times, I believe. So we are 1 repeat in, and here we go. I love it. I don't know why it's taken me so long to start knitting this. Seriously, instead of just sort of putzing around like I was. There we go. I'm knitting this out of my hand-dyed yarns, Once Upon a Corgi, on our Tesla base, which is 70% superwash BFL, 20% silk, 10% cashmere. And the colorways are Blood Moon and Like My Cold Dead Heart. And she designed the shawl in our yarns, so I'm knitting up a sample to have for the booth when we do vending things. And I am just loving this so much. The yarn is so nice to work with, and the pattern is so well written. It's a couple different charts for the lace, but it's very well read, easily memorizable. I'm loving it. I'm doing this as my TV knitting when I'm watching. I discovered a new show called Monty Don's French Gardens, so this is what I work on while I watch that. And he just goes around and talks to people about French gardens and learns how they were built, and it's delightful. What else? I'm knitting this on my Knit Pro Zings US 6 4mm interchangeable needles. That is what the pattern calls for. Right? Yes. Yes. Oh, just kidding. I went up a needle size. Maybe, I don't know why I did that. Probably didn't have a size 5 needle free. That's probably what it was. So there we go. We are chugging along on this. I'm hoping to get this done by... I would like this done for Vogue Knitting Live so I can wear it. I feel like that's a good timeline. Because I'm not actively trying to finish it right now, but I know once I get to the brioche, it's gonna fly by. And I still have my Corner of Craft umbrella stitch marker, or progress keeper on here. I need to move her up a little bit, wherever she is. There she is. Can you not lick the bed too, please, you weirdo? And that is living in my 100 Ravens bag. I'm still on the first ball of Blood Moon. It calls for 2 skeins of the main color and 1 of the contrast, so I will be dipping into the second skein very soon. And yeah, it's just such an enjoyable knit. I don't know why it took me so long to pick this up. Alright. And here is the paper pattern. And it is on Ravelry. This is basically just a Sam highlights patterns episode, because that's all I'm working on. So our next project we have gotten a lot done on is the Pine Creek pullover. I am doing a test knit for Sam for this in, once again, my hand-dyed yarns. In the Faerie saddle colorway on my Isaac DK, which is an 85% non-superwash Polworth, 15% silk DK weight. And we have finished the body! Ta-da! It calls for 12 inches of stockinette after the lace, but my row gauge must be out of control because this definitely comes to my hips. So, we bound off. I'm doing this on US 7 Knitter's Pride Dreams, and I've picked up one of the sleeves, so I'm about to do the sleeve decreases on this side. And I just did a 1x1 twisted rib for the bottom. I did not change needles for the bottom ribbing because I forgot them, and I was at Knitty City when I did this. So I'm gonna try it on and see how I like it, and if I don't like it, I'll just rip out the ribbing and redo it on smaller needles. Not a problem. So I'm hoping to have this done for Christmas. I would like this to be my Christmas sweater, and I think we can do that. I haven't worked on it since Knitty City, but that's because I'm in the decrease section of the pattern, so I want to make sure I have that in front of me. I was planning on working on it at knit night this week, but then I didn't end up going to knit night because I was just too tired. So we are working on that. We have gone through 1 skein already. The pattern calls for about 4 skeins for the small size, and we did the helical knitting for the body. I don't know if I'm going to do it for the sleeve. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the helical knitting for the sleeves. I think I will, looking at these 2 skeins. They are not terribly different, but pretty different. It is indie dyed yarn, so I think I will. That way, one sleeve doesn't look one color and the other sleeve's definitely a different skein of yarn. So, I may dip into the 4th skein, but just barely, I think. I haven't tried it on yet. I think I'm going to do that today, too. And then after the sleeves, all I like to do is pick up and knit. It's a rolled hem for the neckline and do that, and I'm pretty confident I can get this done for Christmas. And that is a test knit for Sam. I believe she's coming out with it in January. The original is knit for the Fiberco's new Lore base, which is stunning. So I'm very excited to see the finished sweater in Lore. And that is living in my Mataroot bag because it's my favorite bag now. I want 100 of them, or like 3. I'll take 3. We have to go through our project bags and I think do a bag de-stash too. We only use like 4. So there's no sense in having the amount that I do at this moment in time for the size of our apartment and the chance that we may have to move soon. I don't want to put this on you guys. You're just so cute. Our last work in progress that we have really been... Did I call those finished objects before? No. No. The last work in progress we have been working on the most is our Advent cowl. So because it is now Christmas time, my friend Lauren and I exchange Advent mini calendars with each other each year. And so this year we did the same thing. And last year we knit the Land of Sweets cowl by Helen Stewart. It was part of her knit event. And this year we decided to do 10 gram minis instead of 5 gram minis. And so we chose the Tale as Old as Time cowl by Little Skein and the Big Wool, I believe. And that way we have massive cowl. So I have cast mine on. Ooh. Here we go. I am using Hiya Sharps in, I believe it's a 2. Yes, a US 2 2.75 millimeter interchangeables. And I will go through all the colors briefly because I remember what they are right now. So we have some Knit Picks Bare Tweed as the starting point, and then Lemonade Shop in the Goldfish colorway. Is this lamb string? This might be Lambstring. I forgot already. No, this is Color Wheel Yarns and Mermaid Tail. This is Lambstring Yarns in Lisa Frank. And then a One of a Kind Color Wheel Yarns. And then this light blue that I'm working on is Narwhal Needleworks on their tweed base in the Fresh Air colorway. So as of right now, it is just a giant stockinette tube going along, and it's got this thing that's going on here. So it's you end up closing the tube on either side before Kitchenerring it together, I think. So I have all the live stitches from the cast on edge here, and then my burrito is just holding them together, but I'm not 100% sure I did the pattern right. It was very confusing, and it took me a while to get to this point, and I'm pretty sure I did this point wrong. So I'm not sure if it was me or the pattern, or maybe I missed something, but Lauren also had a little bit trouble trying to figure out what was going on, and as I was explaining it to her, what I did, I realized that I'm pretty sure I did all of the directions wrong. So, yeah, I don't know what it is. I know Joanna from Stitching the High Notes knit the actual cowl. She came out, she did a collaboration with Mustache Yarns with a Beauty and the Beast self-striping colorway for this, but I don't know. I mean, it looks good. I'm not mad about it. I was just a little confused on why it was so... No, I was frustrated on why it was so confusing to do this. Like, Lauren texted me and we weren't even sure. I wasn't sure if I cast on the right amount of stitches or had to even... It was just very confusing. The plan now is to just knit a giant tube, 3 needle bind off that, and then Kitchener them together and call it a day. I don't think that's what the directions call for, but that's what I'm gonna do. So this has been our during the day dye knitting and our morning knitting, and mostly what we've been working on because we just wanted to get it done. Not get it done. We wanted to keep up with the minis. We're already 2 days behind. 3 days behind. So this Narwhal Needleworks color is from day 5. And then I opened up yesterday's, which was Don't Call Me Pumpkin by Color Wheel Yarns. And so I have to open up today still. We did end up throwing in a couple 20 gram minis, which is what these two are. So this one took me a couple days to do. As for the insides, because this is going to be an enclosed cowl, I'm not too worried about my ends. So I am sort of just knitting them in as I go and then leaving a nice long tail. Some of them I tried doing like a little magic knot at the end to see what that did. Others I just, again, knit them in, left them a little tail. The ends are going to be on the inside so no one's going to see them. So again, I'm not too worried about it, which is the perfect project for me because I hate weaving in ends. It's the worst. The worst. Bubble up. I hope you can just see her little chicken leg. Look at this. Look at this wing. Woo. And it is living in a project bag, a little bento project bag that she made me that's covered in cat hair because the cat was sleeping on it. And she got me a little murderino pin. You guys. I have her bag in pieces right behind the camera, and I really just need to sew it. I just haven't had any sewing mojo whatsoever. I also have a pair of shorts that are in pieces. I have a skirt that literally just needs a zipper and to be hemmed. It's just, I have no sewing mojo at all. And I know I have a better idea of what I want my staple wardrobe to be, so I don't know why knowing that had just killed my sewing so much for me. I don't know. So it is living in this. We each make each other bags and the advent calendars every year, so it's been a fun tradition. I felt bad when I gave her the advent calendar though, because I didn't finish the bag, so it was literally just a duffel bag of like mini skeins, like, here, have fun, I'm sorry. So that'll be our goal this week. Jake has Sunday through Tuesday off, and I have plans Monday and Tuesday, so maybe I'll have a sewing day. And that is all we have been crafting. We haven't spun in a while, but watching Mina and all of her spinning and watching Grace and all of her spinning for Vlogmas, it just really has me itching for the wheel. And watching Vlogmases has definitely kind of upped all of my crafting mojo, which sort of died down over October and November. So I think I'm going to sit down this week and plan out what I'm going to spin next, plan out my make 9 for next year, evaluate what I didn't do this year, and sort of set my crafting goals for next year. I started getting my new journal / planner all set up, so I think I'm going to go through and do that and record a little bit for Vlogmas, because I think that'll be, I like seeing how people use their planners, so I feel like that'd be really interesting. Are you guys just so sleepy as the puppies? And yeah, that's it for the crafting bit. So the rest of this is beyond crafting life stuff and a little bit of shop update news. So if you're not interested in that, thank you so much for watching. And if you are, let us get into the shop update. All right, our shop update will be happening on Sunday at 10 a.m. December 9th, Eastern Standard Time this week. And we have a couple things going up. Not a big update, just a little fill in the blanks, so to speak. We are going to have 2 of our Christmas colorways go up, so we will have Cheer or Fear. This is on Ginger and Penny going up. We will also have some Tannenbaum, which is not dyed yet. I'm dyeing that today, so I'll put a picture up in here. We'll also have some one-of-a-kind rose golds going up. I was playing around with the recipe, so they're a little bit darker, a little bit more rose than gold. Does that make sense? Probably not. So those will be going up. They're on Marie Cutie. We will also have a sweater's quantity of Oswald for Mayor on Marie Cutie going up in the shop. And we'll have Like My Cold Dead Heart going up. And all of these, minus Oswald and Rose Gold, will be on Ginger, Penny, a little bit on Marie Cutie, and a couple on Oliver. So a little bit of each. And then next week, I believe, will be the last update for all holiday colorways. So I'll do some Christmas Like It's 1882, some Sandy Claus, and then, yeah, I think that's it. I think this will be the last update for Cheer or Fear and Tannenbaum. So if you are interested in those, this week is the week to get them. We also have tons of the Audrey and Iron pins in the shop. And I believe the 19th of December will be the last day of guaranteed before Christmas shipping. I have to double check with my post office because I know they changed the dates recently on me because I checked the sign one day and then it was different the next. So as far as I know, December 19th is the last day, at least for the US, that you will get your stuff before Christmas. So heads up. And I'm going to put a poll out on Instagram, I think, if you guys are interested in gift cards. Because if you are, then I would more than happy get that set up. Be more than happy to get that set up before the holidays, because I know gift cards are a good, I know what to get my knitter friend, I just don't know exactly what to get my knitter friend, so I think that's what we'll do this year. We're going to put these away because Audrey licked the whole bed. I almost forgot to mention the shop update if I didn't say, we'll be at onceuponacorgi.com on Sunday, December 9th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So with that, let us get into Beyond Crafting. I'm trying to get comfy on my seat. Comfy seat. As I said, it is Vlogmas, so we are on day 7 of that, and it has been a lot of fun to play around and do the vlogs and show you different snippets of what I do each day. This year's Vlogmas, I've noticed my schedule's a little bit more all over the place, but I think I'm just trying to figure out a set schedule kind of situation. Last year we had a lot of trunk shows in a very small amount of time, so it was basically just die as much as you can, as fast as you can. Well, this year we slowed down on the shows a little bit to try and keep ourselves a lot less stressed, so we're just trying to figure out a new schedule. We did order, I don't know why I always say we, I ordered a new alarm clock, which should be in next week, and I'm very excited to try. That I'm hoping will help me wake up earlier, because I always feel better when I do wake up earlier. I just haven't been, and I keep sleeping through my phone alarm, and I also just stay up on my phone way too late if it's in my bedroom, because it's my alarm, so I'm hoping that helps. We will see, and this week Jake and I have been sitting down and seriously talking about what photographer we're going to book for the wedding, because I would like as much of this done as quickly as possible, because I know next fall when it's going to be crunch time for it, it's also going to be crunch time for work, so I don't want to leave everything till the last minute to figure out. I would like most of this settled way before the fall of next year, so that's been super fun and not stressful or weird at all. We've narrowed it down to 2 people. It's just a matter of we had to sit down and we asked for more samples of their work and really just go through all the nitty-gritty of it. December 1st, I had the trunk show at Nitty City, and then afterwards I met up with Jacqueline and Julie, Carlene, Allison, Kristen, Emily. Is that everybody? Yes. Yes. For dinner after the trunk show. It was so nice to see everybody. I haven't seen them in so long. I think since last time Mina was in New York was the last time I saw them. So late spring, I want to say. Maybe. I didn't have a jacket on, so it must have been early summer, late spring. I don't remember. It's been a long time. So it was so nice to get dinner with them and hang out and knit for a little bit. I wish that we could have stayed longer, but the restaurant was pushing us out a little bit for a party that needed our table. So lovely to see them. I mean, we do talk almost every day, but we don't get to actually hang out that often because, or at least I don't get to go out and hang out that often just because I'm not in New York City or that close to it. I'm about an hour and a half train ride away, so it's not too bad. It's just time consuming. So we did that on Saturday, and then Sunday we did some work and lazed about. The rest of the week we worked pretty much every day. Yeah, bud. We try and take Mondays and Tuesdays off, but that has not been working out so well. Yes. Are you telling me I'm done? Yeah. So yeah, our plan for the rest of the week is more work. We have a big wholesale order I would like to try and get out as soon as possible so we can start planning and playing with all the colors for next year for work. And I announced all the all the clubs that I'm going to do next year. So we have 4 3-month clubs coming out, and I'm so excited. I can't wait for all of them. And then Monday we get to go meet with a friend who does hair to see if we can work something out for bridal hair. So at least that will be figured out. What? I don't need to tell you too much life stuff because Vlogmas is happening on this channel. I put a playlist together of it, so it's all there and organized. With that, because I'm going to start rambling soon, and we do have Vlogmas to inform you of all of the things we have been doing, and now Iron is chewing a bone directly under the camera. So we will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Here, I will hand this to you, but I'm not throwing it. No. Do you want it? Don't throw it on the ground though. Stop! Oh my god. It's like having 2 constant 3-year-olds.